What is good, Life Podcast official? Welcome back to another live stream, bro. This is episode 28. We are back. We almost at 30, bro. Low key, bro. We almost
You
at
finna hit 30
30.
ball. That's crazy. You finna
This
drop
is
30.
insane, bro. Like
You finna drop 30 like 30.
I don't even know what to say about that, bro. Like
Like,
it's
it's
just
crazy.
shit just been flowing, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. How was your weekend, though, bro?
Nah, this weekend was the best weekend I had since I've been in Louisiana. No cap. Like, I ain't even
Best?
gonna lie. Like this weekend was the best weekend of my life.
Okay,
Honestly. Like, I
talk to
ain't even
me.
gonna lie. Like, it's just like I embodied myself. You feel me?
Mm,
I stepped into that me. You feel me? Like
okay.
everyone like wants to become like they want to be this, they want to be that, but we all forget like who we are. And like me, I've been knew myself. I've been like, but this weekend I stepped all the way into my it's me now. You feel like
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it. Like it just feels so good to know, like, you feel me.
Yeah,
Now this weekend was a W. This weekend was a W for sure. This was one of the ones. I won't
that's
forget this
fire,
one.
bro. I love to hear that,
Yeah,
bro.
nah, this weekend was smooth, bro. A lot of big things coming soon, just because of this weekend. Honestly, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
So this was one of them
Nah.
like extreme, like good
Oh yeah,
weekend.
you feel me? This was a whole makeover. Like, you feel
Okay.
me? I dropped some heat for the people. You feel me? By the prophets. You feel me? I took some
Oh, yeah, I
time on
did
my
see that.
name. I did that. You feel me? I'm gonna do it like like a series on that. The next prophet. I'm gonna keep breaking them down. You feel me? Going in with that because that's something, you feel me, we need to hear. We need to know about.
Yep.
But yeah, nah. This weekend was smooth, man. Smooth
I
weekend.
love to
Like,
hear that, bro.
what about you, bro?
For me, the weekend. This weekend was very calm. Like honestly, it was a little slow. It was a little slow this weekend with like content and stuff. But besides that, since it was slow with content, I allowed myself to like become better during the like how do I want to say it, like when I got off stream, I did more work towards myself. So like
Mm.
instead of me, usually I'll just like lay down or relax for a little bit, but instead I was like, you know what, instead of me like taking time to be doing nothing, let me either edit or I went to go hoop too. So I did both of those things. Now I'm like replacing scrolling or replacing like time that I'm just doing nothing with just like either hooping
Better.
or
Yeah,
doing something that's gonna better myself. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Nah,
that's what I'm working
that's
on. That's what I've been working on this weekend. So yeah, yeah.
that's fire. That's fire. Yeah,
And
nah, that's
man,
tough. That's tough.
speaking on like kind of what you was going with, you said you've been working on you building your becoming that person, realizing who you are, and that's perfect to what we're talking about today. We're actually talking about awareness. So, in your opinion, what's the
Oh,
importance of awareness? Like, talk to
deep.
me.
That's deep. I need like that's really what it is. Awareness. When you're aware, let's go to self, because awareness could be everything, right? But let's
Yeah.
start with self-awareness. Self-awareness is literally is everything. Like, self-awareness, it's your discipline, right? Like, you're able to control yourself. Like, you're able to like regulate and flow with life. Like, let's say, for instance, like, let's say something bad happens. If you're aware of your emotions, it wouldn't get to you. Why?
Yeah.
Because you have that self-awareness. You have that you're in tune with your life. And then it's the outside awareness, right? You're able to see how things like go. Like, you're able to like see how things set up. Let's say, for instance, let's say you post a YouTube video and then you get like a big amount of followers, and then another big YouTuber hits you up, right? You're gonna be aware of that's an opportunity that you're able to connect with somebody big and elevate your platform, right?
Yeah.
So awareness being aware is like a cheat code to life, because you're able to like understand situations. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then awareness is like literally it, it, awareness is the cheat code to life. That's how
Yeah.
I feel about it. What about you, bro?
For me, I agree, bro. Like, the first form of like awareness is just self awareness, bro. Like, knowing it's just being aware is like knowing. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing what it is and what it ain't. So like like he is a perfect example. Like being just self-aware is important because you want to know your patterns. You want to know what you do, the habits you do, your emotions. You want to regulate all that, but you want to step back to a point to where like you can see yourself doing things for a second. Like it's those little pause in between certain actions. So instead of like, you know how we have thoughts and then we just act, instead of like thinking and then just straight up acting, we're thinking but then we take a little pause. We're going to think about something, okay, let me take a pause. And that's when you reach your highest awareness, is when you take those pauses, because those pauses will allow you to be more aware of your surroundings and realize what's going on before you make any decisions. So like for example, if I'm in public, just this is just being like, because this is another form of awareness, just being aware of your surroundings. It's also, we'll get into that. This is also another part of being aware, is just your surroundings. But knowing that would be like, for example, you walk in a room, you see the vibe is already messed up. Like there's people that already hate each other in a room. Like you could feel that energy. That's being aware of your surroundings, knowing that, okay, I walked in this room, I feel the tension, something's bad about to go down. Let me not put myself in this position to where I can be in danger and I can just leave. That's just being aware of your surroundings, little things like that. That goes within awareness. But that's what I would say. Like,
I like that you said that, because that's like when you're aware of your surroundings, you're able to catch yourself more. You're able to like know what's right and know what's wrong. And then on top of that, like when you're aware of your surroundings, you're able to like see who you're with. Like you'll be able to be like, you're aware of, let's say like one of your friends smoke and do all these things, that's not your lifestyle no more. You'll be aware of that and you'll put yourself in a better situation, understanding that like, okay, that's my friend, but at the end of the day, I'm aware of my well-being. You feel me? When you're aware of your surroundings, you'll put yourself in a better position because you understand like your well-being. And I think like the biggest thing about awareness, you embody, you will become something, right? Like when you're aware, you're able to like build more better habits, because you wouldn't just do. You'll think, and you'll kind of like build something. You feel me? You'll gain something. You'll kind of find. I think when you become aware, you find your true self, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, like sometimes a lot of things we do it off like thoughts or like emotions, and we just do it to do it, right?
Yeah.
Or we do it for reaction. Like, but when you become aware of yourself, you kind of like you become you. Like you move off of how you are. Like you don't do things that you wouldn't normally do because you're in tune with your internal. That's what it is. Like when you're in tune with your internal, everything around you is you. So let's say for instance, like a person want to be rich, they'll be aware of things that a rich person would do, so they wouldn't do what like a broke person would do, because they're aware of that's not how you're gonna get rich. You feel what I'm saying? It's like manifestation in a way, kind of. Like you really think about it, like you become in tune with the world. Like you kind of like gravitate towards something.
Yeah, but I agree. And to add on to that, like it is one of those things that you can work on, which is the beauty of awareness. You can work on it. And I say it starts off with like the little things, like little things like realizing, okay, if you see that you always get mad when you do something, so instead of keep getting mad, now realize this is how you build awareness. Now you realize, so instead of getting mad, what usually gets you mad in like 2 seconds, you take a pause and you be like, dang, hold on, why am I mad at this thing? And that right there is just awareness already. That right there is awareness. You're realizing what's going on, you're realizing what's getting you mad, and then you can change. And that's the beauty about awareness. You realize these are things that you can change. Most of the things are things that you can change, and it's mostly things for yourself. Well, this is just self-awareness. So most of the self-awareness stuff is things that you can change for yourself. So your mental, your health, these are all things you can be aware of, or certain patterns, habits, bad habits you have, bad patterns, bad things that you do. You like clubbing, but you realize it's not good for you. You realize your body doesn't like it. You are already aware that your body doesn't like it, but it's dependent on your action. What are you going to do now? Because you can be aware. We're all aware, but it's on your action as well. Like, what are you doing to better help yourself, right? Because you could realize all you want that drinking and clubbing and partying and smoking and all this is not good for you. But if you keep doing it, you're self-aware, but you're not acting, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting better in no way. So you want to be self-aware, but then also act on them too. Act on these things that are, being bad in your life, bad habits, bad whatever it is, act on them, because that's what's gonna matter in the end. It's not just about being aware. You also want to
It's
take
about
action with the awareness. But yeah.
that's facts. And it is one thing that you said as like so important, right? Like the biggest thing of awareness is to ask questions. Like think about it. Once you ask a question or once you like look at something like, does that make sense? You become aware of that thing right there.
Yeah.
Then once you become aware to it, you start to dive deep within yourself. You start to say like, okay, does that make sense to me? Like today, like I mean, like not to say, but the weekend, the video was about Abraham and being aware, asking questions. Like once you ask a question to anything, like the biggest thing really, it'd be the religion thing, right? Like once you ask a question about your religion, you become in tune, like, okay, does that make sense? Is that true? You start trying to line things up and then it becomes you now. It's not what people told you. It's like
Yeah.
when you become aware of anything, it's all on you. And why not let anything be on you? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's how you learn more because you start taking another step, just because you've been aware.
Yeah.
So I think awareness is the biggest thing. But I got a question. Like, what's the top thing to be aware of? Like, what's the biggest thing you want to be aware of? Like, when it comes down to awareness, like, what's the one identity that we should like always be aware of?
um just being present in today, you know being aware that
Mm,
we need to live in the now and not, yesterday or in our past, or
yeah,
being anxious about our future. Just being aware of our present moment. I feel like a lot of us, mostly all of us, we look for things in the future or things for the past, but I think the biggest thing is just being aware of your present moment, just being here today. Like, think about the right now. Like, how can you enjoy this moment? So that's
hmm
what I would think. How about you? That's a good question though. Like, what do you think
yeah.
is
Well,
like the
honest
biggest
opinion,
thing of
I
awareness? Yeah.
like the biggest set of awareness is the awareness of God, right? The awareness of
Ooh,
understanding like it's not our
I
will. It's
like
not
that.
like everything we do is it's because of him, right? So even if we're aware of a certain situation and we're aware of how something is going, like we have to be aware that he put us in that situation, right?
I
Like we have
like
to be
that.
aware that
Yeah.
like my state of consciousness isn't the highest, like my thought process isn't the highest. It's someone who's higher than me. So once I'm aware that somebody is higher than me, whatever happens, happens. And then once you have that consciousness, like life is easy, right? And then once you have the awareness of like the awareness of like, there's so much higher than us, we start to think of the impossible, right? Like we start to see like I'm aware that God can bless me with $1 billion
Yeah.
because He's Almighty, right? Like
I
I
love that.
can't, like I wouldn't say I can bless myself with $1 billion. I'll see someone's above me. Like I'm aware that He can do it, and like the biggest thing, what we do is like we limit ourselves, we cap ourselves at the thought of our awareness. We stop. Like once we think, we don't think higher because we don't understand that there's someone's higher than us. So I think like the higher the highest awareness is the Almighty. And then once you have the awareness of Him, you start to move with Him, right? Like you
Yeah.
start to like I talked about, you see the doors open, you start to see the opportunity, like you start looking bigger. It's your our mind is limited. Like we only can see and know so much, right?
Yeah.
Like we didn't really see this podcast doing it for 30 days or whatever. We just did it. Like we just stayed in the present moment,
Yeah.
but the longer the bigger we looked into it, it's like okay, like I'm aware, you're aware that someone is higher than us can take this farther than what we think. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so now we have like a bigger purpose, and now we're just doing it every day because we understand like it's a bigger purpose. It's something bigger. We're just not aware of what it could be. Like think about like this, like when you order a package, right? Um, uh, um, what is this package? What is this Amazon package, right? Like you're aware that it's gonna show up, but you don't know the route. Like you don't know how it's gonna get there. You just know that if it says this day, it's gonna come that day, and you're aware of it, right?
Facts.
Because it tells you. So if we're aware of God and understanding like it's gonna get to us, we just don't know how yet. You feel me? That's what it is. Like everyone is so focused on the how, but all you have to do is just be aware of Him. Just know that He's Almighty, He's all powerful. He can do everything He wills. And once you're aware of that, you're not worried about how it gets there. You just know what's going to get there. It's just like Amazon, right? It's
Facts.
literally just like Amazon. So I think like the top awareness is you want to be aware of God. Like, once you're aware of God, like, you got the cheat code. That's another cheat code of life. That's literally the cheat code of life.
Facts.
And it's like once you become aware of God, you start to living more conscious of Him, right? Like you won't smoke, you won't drink, you won't do all these things. Why? Because you understand that like that doesn't please Him. That's not like you should know that He's watching you. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then once you know that He's watching you, you're gonna fear the torment. You're gonna fear the punishment. Like you're gonna fear like, dang, I know if I smoke this is sin. I can my lungs can get taken out. You start to think of the impossible. You feel
Mm.
me? It's so much when you're aware of the world, the creator, God. So that's what I think for sure, bro. When you have that awareness of Him, life changes.
Yeah. I agree, bro, and
Life,
I think that's like the biggest. That might be the biggest and one. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
The one, to
yeah.
be
That's
honest. Like once you're aware of just God being in your life, you just like you said, bro. You just move different. You just understand. It's that knowing that we have God there. Like knowing that God is gonna get it done. Just knowing that it's gonna happen. Whatever it is that that you want or that you think is in alignment with your God and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I think that's like one of the main ones is just understanding and being aware of God, like realizing He's really there for real, cause that's the one thing that like helped us out, and if not,
Yeah.
it's still guiding us. So
Still make it easy, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I agree. Like being aware of God changed everything. Because we all aware of things that we have in our life, things we can see, and everything. But
Mhm.
once you understand that God is there with you, it's different. It's like you can't even explain it, bro. It's just you gotta just have
Look,
God in your
thi-
life.
this is the difference though. This is the difference. Like this is the biggest thing. Like we're all taught like God is real. Like we all aware of God, right? But
Yeah,
it's the trusting Him, right? Like it's the
yeah,
awareness with the trust. Like you said, everything has action, right? Like trust is an action. Like
yep.
trust is the form of action. So if you're aware of Him and you trust Him, think about that. Like that
It's
that,
two
that that's
forms
when
of
you feel
action. Yep.
wholesome. That's when you become. That's when like you move like you don't move exactly like Him, but you become like we have a loving God. So what you become? You
But like
become
tune
loving.
in
You
with
feel what I'm
Him.
saying?
Mm.
You become one with Him. That
Yeah,
like
there we go.
the Bible verse, the famous Bible verse, like when Jesus says, "Me and the Father are one." I ain't gonna lie, me and the Father's one too. Like, I don't even
Yeah,
care. I don't care what
facts.
Jesus talking about. Me and the Father one too. So if Jesus in tune with the Father, I'm in tune with the Father. It don't matter. Like it's all the same thing. Like Jesus was aware that somebody is higher than him. I'm aware that somebody's higher than me. That doesn't take away the fact that I can't be in tune with him. That doesn't take away the fact that I can't be one with him.
Facts.
So I think, like in my personal opinion, like it's the awareness, yeah, but it's also the trust. It's also the moving how you like that's done. Like you can't move and say you trust Jesus as if, I mean trust God. Oh, stop a lot. Trust God as if it's not done. You feel what I'm saying? So
And I
that's
like
what I think. Like
I'm about to
real
say I,
big.
I like that you added that Jesus his awareness, because that's mainly what he was trying to teach in the Bible that goes over a lot of heads is he was trying to teach self awareness and awareness, just knowing that God is always there. But a lot
It's that.
you know
It's that conscious. It's the consciousness. It's the consciousness, right? Like people. What we do is we move off the scene, right? Like if
so
somebody
our
tells me
subconscious, yeah, they
Jesus
be looking out for our subconscious, our patterns, our old
you
hat, like
are
all the
pattern.
old stuff.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
the pattern. So you're not
gotta
when you're
renew.
doing that, you're not aware. You're not aware of like of the actual things that's going on around you. You're just aware of what you're trained. Like that's
Yeah,
what you're going through, like your memory. And so whenever someone says like, "Oh, Jesus healed a blind man," it's like, yeah, he did it, but you're not aware that he said that it was by the Father's will and not my will. You feel me?
yeah,
And so once you lose that, you lose the whole story of Jesus. Like the story went way above your head. Like Jesus, he said himself, like, you know, I'm actually pretty sure the verses, like I got the Bible app and the verses becoming like the verse of the day was
yeah.
it was Matthew, and it was something like, if I glorify myself it means nothing. Something like that. I could be completely wrong. But it was something along the line. I'm like, bro, like Jesus doesn't want to be glorified. He just wants to lead us. He just wants us to show us like the way. Like
Yeah.
he is the way, the truth, the light. I do agree with that. You feel me? And and all, like you said, I do agree, because like all Jesus teaches us is to live better and then lock in with God, like in tune, like get in tune with Him, be
Hmm.
aware of Him, and understand who He is. And that's what awareness is, bro. Like whenever you're aware of who the Father is, you become aware of yourself. You become tuned in with yourself, like
Yeah.
truly though. And like we said, it's a feeling you can't explain. It's just a feeling that people will see. Like whenever, like you'll know when someone is in tune with God, right? Like you can see when someone's just posting about God, or when they're tuned with God. You feel me? Because they have more knowledge. Because why they seek for more and they have more clarity. Because
Facts.
who gives it? Like we're aware that God gives us clarity, right? You feel me? Like or like a person about a post a Bible verse and they don't know how to explain the Bible verse. They just they're not aware of what the Bible verse is telling them. You feel
Yeah.
me?
They see it,
So
they
it's
read
all
it,
about
but they don't
yeah,
understand it truly.
yeah, because
Yeah, I
they're
know.
not aware of what Jesus was telling them, right? Or they're not aware of who's above Jesus. That's nothing too. Like think about it like that. Like
Ooh,
no one. The biggest thing is like no one is aware of who's above Jesus. Like everyone thinks Jesus is equal, and
I think he's the
like no
cop.
one knows. Like
Man.
they think Jesus cat, but like people be so like forgetting the fact that Jesus has a father. Like so, if Jesus has a father, there has to be someone above him. And once you be aware of that, you understand like Jesus he's important, yes, but he's not as important as the Father, right? That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
So awareness is it's like you
It's
just open up your
yeah,
eyes.
it's literally you can't. It's hard to
You can't
explain.
explain it.
Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so hard to explain it. It's just something that happens. It's just you'll
yeah.
feel it. You'll know. So I agree,
It's
bro.
something you'll know. Yeah, it's something you know. And the best thing about awareness, it's more of like an action thing, right? Like we can't just say, oh, we're aware of this, aware of this. Like you have to show it.
Yep.
Like awareness is more action rather than like speaking on it. Like for instance, I can say I'm aware that I'm going to be rich one day, right? But I'm not doing anything to get rich. So how does that
Yeah.
work? You feel me?
Yep.
And then on top of that, like when you're doing you have awareness and the outside world looks at you, right? Like what people see, like dang, like his life is changing, like he a whole different person now. Like what did he do? I was just aware of myself, I was aware of the higher up, and then boom, that's when you see someone when someone is truly aware.
Yeah. And the beauty about that, to add on to that, is like a lot of people don't know, but the outside world changes way slower than your inside. So you can change
Mm.
fast on the inside, which you should be, wanting to change fast on the inside, but your outside is not going, it's not as fast as your inside. So you telling yourself
That's
things,
deep.
manifesting things, you still have to be patient in the outside world. Yet in your
That's
mind and, in here, you have
that's deep.
everything's at the highest level, you have everything you want, God gave you everything already, but on the real world, it's going to take time. So that's one thing I will
That's
add.
deep. That's
Yeah.
deep. I'm happy you said that. That's so because that's so deep. Because like once you're aware of that, you understand that like when something is hard, it's meant to be hard.
Yeah.
the outside world is still reflecting your past life. You feel
Yeah.
me? That's so deep that you said that because that's where like it gets hard at. Like people can be praying so hard, they can be like doing so good, and then they have like a moment where they just become relaxed and thinking they already made it because
Yeah.
what they did whoop de whoop. And then once your mirror starts reflecting your past life and starts showing to the scene world, you become like panic and you become like static and you start losing emotion, you start losing control, then you
Yeah.
lose that awareness. And now you gotta start back from zero. So that's like a loop, a constant loop, a constant loop, a constant loop, a constant loop. But once you catch that, once you become aware, you don't take no days off. Like awareness is consistency. That's
Yeah.
literally all it is. Like you're
Facts.
aware of how to like control your emotions on an every single day
Daily.
basis.
Yeah.
And then once you become aware of that, you become who you are. Like you become. And it's crazy. That's literally what happened with me. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I literally said like this is my best weekend because this is the first weekend where like every day I wake up at 3, right? Regardless, like, I wake up at 3 because I gotta go to work. That was like the biggest thing. But the weekends I wouldn't wake up at 3. And this was the first weekend where I woke up at 3 and I feel like whoa, like this is what people are talking about. Like if you do this every single day, like weekends, weekdays, you become him.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, yo, like I embodied me. Like I know who I am now. Like I knew it, but it was like I was in that loop. I was in a cycle and like I'll be aware, and I have a moment of breakdown, and I gotta regain myself, and it's like a loop. But now it's like I'm him, I'm up.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? You
You
feel me?
realize you were
So
aware. You woke up. You understood where you was at, the position you in. So I
yeah.
love that.
And then once you become more aware, you have like more conversations like with yourself. Like you become like you started you
It's
like
like you
it's
have
like you're
two different
delusional in a way.
people in one mind.
Yeah, it's like you delusional in a way. It's like like I be really having battles with myself. I'm like I be in my brain like bro, like what are you talking about? Like you feel me? It's like you really go. It's like it go deep when you're aware. Like when you're aware, it opens up light. It opens up so many doors. Like everything just opens up, and then you just start like be able to like control like the bad things you would think about.
Yeah.
Like let's say for instance you're on Instagram scrolling, you see a girl twerking. Once you become aware, like once you have that consciousness of like you keep scrolling because you know that doesn't please you. You feel me?
Yo,
Yeah,
I like
nah,
that, bro,
bro.
because that's facts. That's really what it is. Like, honestly, I feel like that's what self awareness really is like that other voice in your head. Once you
Mhm.
unlock that extra voice in your head, so like, like he said, like you'll literally catch yourself sitting there talking to yourself, but
Yeah,
you're aware though, like that you have that, like you're, I don't know, it's not another person, it's yourself. You're just talking to like, how do I say it? You might be talking to like a higher version of yourself, to be honest, because
yeah,
some most of the times it's good things that yourself is saying, or it's trying to help you
yeah.
out in a better way. But
Mhm.
the beauty about life is, once you have that like awareness of yourself, those extra voices that come in won't be negative voices.
Won't be
If it
negative.
does come negative, you can instantly be like, nah, that's not even me thinking like that. Like that's literally
Hmm.
how I'll be sometimes. If something bad
Yeah,
happens, I'll be like, damn, like, I know that's not me. I'll be like, man, devil, you can't get to me. Like that ain't me
yeah.
thinking that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't
Right
me
there.
thinking
Yeah,
that.
literally. That's
If I
literally
know
how
it's
it is.
good, that gotta be, it must be from God, or either something good is going on. But if I think of something negative, bro, I know that's not my mind, bro. Like I just know that's not
Yeah,
me, bro. I wouldn't be thinking nothing negative. Like if it's myself, why would I be telling myself something negative? That's,
literally.
you gotta
That's
ask
facts.
that's awareness though. Asking yourself questions like that
Aware,
sometimes.
asking questions. That's awareness. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
That's facts, man. But
Like, and
uh,
in Islam, we say like it's the new, like the nur. It's like the divine. Like when we're born, when we're first born or whatever. Like God, He blew into us. Like He blew a piece of it, like piece of Him into us. It's like whenever you're connected internally, you find that like new, like it's called your nafs is what the like what's around your new is like the bad things, and then your new is like that light, that breath that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He breathed into us. And so like whenever you're connected, that's the other voice, that's the other channel. It's like the good and then the bad. It's like once you connect to the good, you connect to your new. Like once you connect to your heart, everything after is easy, and you move better in life. You feel
yeah,
me? Yeah, that's what
cause
it
it's
is
like
in Islam for us.
you moving with your own mind, but you also have that like extra good mind that's there too. That like
You connected to the source. Yeah.
literally,
Yeah, you
literally,
connected
bro.
to who God. Yeah, that's literally what it is. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's good, man. But going into our next topic though, what elevates leadership? I like this. What elevates leadership?
Oh, this one's fire. What elevates leadership? Action, right? I can't be a leader. I can't be a leader if
That's facts.
I'm not doing the right things, right? Like we can't be leaders and then saying all this and then we go on Instagram and post us smoking, right? Like
Yeah.
how does that make us good leaders? So
Right.
I think the best from leadership is is action. Who are you when you're not around, when people's not around, right?
Yeah.
Because that's when you really become. Like when people's not watching you, when you're not really a leader, you actually the best version of a leader is when a leader a good leader to yourself, right? It's about knowing it's literally it's about
Yeah.
being a good leader and treating yourself right. Because once you treat yourself right, you're able to treat others right, and you're able to guide people, and you're able to do the right thing. So the best version of a leader is being a like leader yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That's facts, bro. I agree, bro. Like, and it can't even like pitch in with like our last topic, bro, of awareness, bro. Like, leadership comes with just being aware, and that's really what it is, bro. Being aware. So if you know you have if you have workers or employees or whatever under you, or you have people under you and you're a leader or whatnot, you have to be aware of people's positions, people's jobs, what they do and how they move, right? Be aware if you're a leader of your friends or whatever friend group. Be aware, like, know who your friends are, know who you can and can't talk to certain things with, right? Like, that's you being aware, that's you being a leader. Like, your friends' strengths and weaknesses, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all, but it's all being aware. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like everything we're talking about is just gonna come back to
Being
awareness,
aware,
bro.
yeah.
So the leadership, yeah, like he said, you want to be action too, because you want to, as a leader, they have to see somebody, they have to see what you do, right? Like, they can't follow somebody doing the wrong things. I mean, half the world does it, but like, you don't want to put yourself out there in a bad way, and then they see how you are, and then they don't like you outside. Like, you want to be good, like he said, with yourself first, so that way you can be good to others, you can be good on the outside. So if you a leader on the inside, if you lead yourself very well, if you take care of yourself, you just take care of yourself in general, right? You'll be able to take care of others, you'll be able to love on others, because you already have that care for yourself, love for yourself, right? And one more thing I'll say with leaders is, like, just knowing that like, what else elevates a leader, bro? I feel like just knowing that, being humble as a leader. You don't want to be a cocky leader. That's not
big.
that's not something that you want to
Big.
go through. Just be a humble leader. Like, understand that, yeah, you lead the group, but don't put in a perspective that, like, they're all under you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you way over them. Like, that's what you don't want to do as a leader. Because are you really a leader if you doing shit like that, bro? Like, you're not a leader. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's big.
those are things I add, bro. I ain't gonna
And
lie.
now, it's one big point that you said. Like, like, a lot of the times people follow, like, the wrong people, but it's only, like, think about it this, like, the people we follow, the leaders people look up to, it's off, like, status, right? It's based off
Yup.
status. So just because you have high status and this doesn't make you a good leader, right? Because
Yeah.
you're not really, like, helping anyone, right? The goal we be One of the goals of being a good leader is you want to lead people to finding themselves, right? You want to lead people to true success. Like, success, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, we're so stuck on success being money, this. But, like, true success is helping a person find their heart, helping a person, like, become and know who they are.
Yeah.
And I think, like, a good quality as a leader is, like, knowing how to handle situations, or
Ooh, I
knowing how to
like that.
help people in their situations, right? Like, how can I be a leader and you come to me and you say, yo, bro, like, I need help with this, like, and I don't have a response for you. You feel me? As a leader, you should have a response. Let's do it. Let's solve this. I'm gonna set you up, and then this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna go from here. You feel me? And I'm gonna check up on you every day. You feel me? A leader is always gonna be present, right? I can't be a leader if I'm not gonna show up every day. You feel me? It's just like how a father is. Like a father, right? A father is probably one of the best leaders. A lot of the times, people be like, "Damn, like, I have no role model. I ain't know this and this and that," because their dad wasn't present in life. But you have a dad that's present in your life. You kind of, like, see what a leader is. You see how he got to do what he got to do to take care of the household. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then once you see that, you become the next leader, right? It's like boom, 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 boom. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is for real, for real.
That's facts, bro, and I agree, bro. Like, that's really, what builds a leader is, like, being able to, see somebody else do it in front of them,
Yeah.
and if you don't have somebody in front of you, you want to become the best version of yourself. You have to find yourself instead of
Yeah.
looking for something that's out there that's not there, right? Like, what helped me become a better leader as I got older, even having no dad and stuff like that, like, growing up, was just finding myself over time, like, learning about myself over time, because the more I was able to learn about myself, the more I understood that other people go through a lot of different things, right? And I'm able to help other
Mhm.
people because I've helped myself already to the point where I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever comes my way from somebody else, I'm able to help them with, because it's like, it's not going to put any toll on my life, because I'm good with what I already went through. I forgave myself. I healed. I did whatever I needed to do. Now I'm able to help others, right? Like I can't help somebody else if I got my own stuff going on, which is what happens for most people. They have, you got your own stuff going on. Now somebody else tells you that their family just went through something, or somebody died or whatever. Now they're feeling bad, and you don't have a response because you have your own stuff going through. But when
Yeah.
you good with all your stuff, you good with yourself, you happy with yourself, you happy with your life, you good with everything, you're able to help on others. You're able to help that person. Now they family die, you're able to talk them down, you're able to help them out, calm down them. You just save somebody from doing something.
Yeah.
And
I like.
my bad. What I like about this is like, for example, I help somebody. We talked about this in a different stream or in a different live before, but I hope somebody stop themselves from making an impulse decision from killing somebody else, right? Like these are things that I'm able to help somebody with because I've learned through anger and stuff like that. Like you don't want that controlling you. You know what I'm saying? A leader,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you have control over all your emotions. You can't be no leader and you're spazzing out on everybody. Like that's not a real
Yes.
leader. You have to have control over your emotions, your awareness,
Yeah.
everything, bro. But yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah.
My bad.
Now, I like that you said that because a lot of the times, like let's say people don't grow with a father or whatever it is, right? They become a follower to the streets, or they
Yeah.
become a follower to their friends,
Yeah.
and so like whenever you like start to learn on your own, you become like a more pure person, like, and then once you a pure person, you become and you're a pure leader. That's where you kind of like set trends now, like you see that people say you want a whole different route. Like you didn't go be in the streets. You didn't go stay in your mom's house. You didn't go do all these things that other people doing. Like you have goals, you have visions, you have like aspirations, right? Like you didn't go take the college route because that's what everybody else does. And then once you like separate yourself, just like a slight separation, you're automatically a leader right there. Like because you're on a road by yourself, so anybody that hops on that road, they're gonna automatically look up to you. They're gonna automatically say, "Dang, I'm trying to be like Day," or "Dang, what did Day do?" You feel me? All because you took that slight turn. Because everyone's all always on a route right though. This route right here. Like we all got everyone money, 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 money. Let's talk about money, money, money. But once you say, okay, I don't really care about money. I care about getting closer to God. And you take that slight turn right there, everyone's still going, and then you getting a boost, like you're head running now. Everyone's like, damn, like what did they do? Now I want to hop on your trail, and now, like you said, I'm able to go talk to this person because I done been through it all, right? I took that slight turn, so my turn I'm accelerated, so you're behind, you're like this right now, and you get in the stages of this life, and you get to action like, damn, bro, like wait, what'd you do when this happened? Oh, I got you. And then let me tell you about this. You feel me? Because you've been through it, and it's more pure because you didn't have a teacher. You just been through. You just went through it. You didn't think about nothing else. You knew you knew what the goal was, right? Like you had the vision early. You just kept striving, and so that's why I think like whenever a person like who doesn't have a dad, or whenever a person like takes a different route, whenever a person wants to be different, they're automatically a leader. Like you're automatically capped as of a leader because your brain is wired to I gotta get it, I gotta get it. And then once your brain is wired to I gotta get it, it's not I'm gonna go follow this person. I'm not gonna go do what this person do. I'm not gonna hang with these people. It's wired to me versus me. And once you're wired to me versus me, you're automatically a leader
Yeah.
because you don't have to look up to nobody. You just keep doing what you gotta do.
That's facts, bro. And to
Hmm.
add on to that, like I agree. Like, the best, if you want to, be a leader, I feel like leaders, they're good. They're good people. They're okay with being alone. Like leaders are okay with being alone, which
Yeah.
sounds crazy, but a leader is okay with being alone because, like you said, a leader will step out of their comfort zone just to do
Yeah.
things that that'll help them evolve in life. If it's something that's gonna help them get to the next level in life, a leader's willing to drop what he's got going on to do what he got to do at the end of the day, right? A leader's not gonna look for people's approval or attention. And I feel like that's
Mhm.
why it's so easy for a leader to do different things. Like he said, you're able to change up what you're doing. If you just had something else going on, now you could switch up, do this, boom, 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 get this done. Because leaders, they're go getters, right? Leaders are gonna take action. Leaders aren't gonna
Yeah. Yes.
They aren't gonna, be belittle themselves or be scared because somebody else, right? They're gonna take that action. They're not scared of, other people putting them down, or like other people feeling like they're above them. Like, they don't care about those things. We don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't care about those things. You're still attacking with what you got going on. You're still attacking your purpose, your alignment, right? Like, you're aligned with God,
Yeah.
right? You don't care about what other things happen, right? Like, you're just
Mm-hmm.
focused on. I feel like you have a focused intention, right? Your intentions is focused,
Yeah.
right? So I feel
Focus.
like, for most people, if you want to be a leader, is like you need to have pure intentions. Like, your intentions need to be
Yeah.
pure. Like, you need to be focused on whatever it is that you need to be doing. But yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, and I can say that because once your intentions are pure, like once your intentions are set, like after that everything is easy because like you're not affected by hardship, you're not affected by good, like even with good things coming in, like thank you God, yeah, but it's a bigger purpose, like it's a bigger reasoning. So you're once you get the good, you're still striving, right? Like you don't ever settle. Whenever you're not in the leader role, and you're falling behind somebody, they can give you $10 billion and now you're comfortable, like you settle. You feel me? Like you're becoming. That's all I wanted. Like that's all I got. Like I don't really care. But once you have a leadership mindset, once you take that different route, you're never capped off. Like you're never. I'm not gonna say you're never satisfied because you're always satisfied, but you always got that hunger, right? You always got that grind because you see yourself like elevate, like you see you unlock steps, so you're always willing to go unlock a next step. And so whenever like a leader, like a pure leader, he's gonna have the hunger to keep unlocking like success, you feel me, internal success more than anything.
Yeah.
Because once you see, oh, I can do this, I can do this too, I can do this too, and then the whole time you're saying I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, you're doing it, and you're unlocking levels and levels and levels and levels and levels. And the whole time you're not really thinking about like, you don't ever become like, oh dang, let me slow down. No, you just keep going.
Yep.
That's what a per leader, they just keep, they don't ever stop. Like
Ain't no stop,
it
bro.
ain't no stop. Yeah, it's just grind. I be locked in. Like my tensions were set to this, and I'm locked in on it.
That's
You feel
facts.
me? That's literally what it is. Yeah.
That's facts. And do I have one more thing to add for leadership? Let me see. Let me see if I had anything else to add. Or do you have any questions? Anything you want to add? Let me see.
I mean,
I'm trying to think of one. Hold on.
I really leadership. This is something that I feel like, in my opinion, like leadership is something like you gotta want, right? Like, you gotta want that. You gotta
And
want the. It's not even about like the attention, right? It's not about the attention. You just gotta want that role. Like you gotta want to be able to help people. You gotta want to be able to guide people. And most importantly, you gotta want better for yourself, right? You can't want better for yourself following behind somebody else because what they got.
yeah,
Like how do you ever gonna know? That's what it is right there, bro. Like a leader, a true leader is knowing that you have more potential than what you see, right?
mm, yeah,
You have more potential to
facts.
to what people around you. Like that's what the biggest thing is. Like for me, right? It was my family, right? I knew, and truly still know in my heart, like I'm not meant to be how everyone else in my family is. Like I'm the chosen one. That's how I feel like in my heart. I'm the chosen one. Like I'm selected for a reason. So I'm gonna do better than what they did. I'm not gonna go smoke. I'm not gonna be selling dope. I'm not gonna be doing all these things because I know I'm better than that. You feel me? And so once you have that mindset, like I said, you're automatically the leader.
Yeah,
So you have to know your potential. When you're a leader knows his potential. That's literally what it is. A leader knows his potential.
that's facts, and I agree. And I think that's a big point that you brought up with knowing your potential, because even as a leader, you'll know other people's potential, and they won't even see it, right? Like, sometimes us as leaders will, some people will be like, dang, I can't do this because this and this.
Mhm.
But most leaders, they'll come up with something for you to do. Like, it's, you can do this. All you got to do it in this way.
Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom. That's all you got to do. Like, for example, if somebody tell me bro, I can't catch a football. Like, I can't catch a football. As a leader, I would try to tell him and show him how you can catch a football, right? Like, oh no, put your hands like this. All you gotta do when the ball come, grab the ball, grab the fat part of the ball, and bro, just squeeze as hard as you can. That's how you'll catch the ball. Leaders are gonna show you and help you, right? Like, if you want to come across a leader that will be like, say you was trying to start a business, right? You wouldn't come across a leader that will be like, say if you were starting a business, you'd be like, yo, bro, I'm starting this business or whatnot, and the leader was to be like, bro, you starting a business? That sucks. That's whack. Don't do it, bro. Don't even start that, bro. That's not gonna work out. A leader will never tell you to not start something, to not do something. So you'll know somebody. It's like, and it's like, we'll follow, like, most people will follow these people that aren't even leaders, right? They're not even leaders, but they telling you what to do, and you gonna follow them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why, right? Instead of, like, listening to yourself telling you can do something, you'll rather listen to the next person that has nothing, bro, that's never been in your life. They just came in your life for 1 or 2 days that tell you to stop doing something, and you'll rather stop doing it than listening to your own self, to listening to God telling you to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So,
And my biggest thing is, like, a leader pushes people, right? Like, a leader knows that, like, if I see potential, not even if I see potential, if I just know that, like, I know you can do it because I did it, I'm going to push you. I'm not going to, like, give up. Like, a leader doesn't give up on a person, right?
yeah,
Like, if I want to be a leader, I won't give up on my. If I like me, for instance, right? I got people in my cars, my clients and stuff. Like, I won't give up on them. Like, I can't. Like, it's my job as a leader to push them to that next level. And then once if you're a leader and you see somebody unlock the next level, that should make you happy. Like,
yeah,
you should be like, yo, like, dang, bro, like, I'm proud of you. Like, I'm happy for you, bro. Like I saw you take that step and I saw you grow, all because
yeah,
you trusted yourself and you did it. You feel me? So a leader pushes people to that next level. Like, if you in a circle, if you in a group, and you know that the highest man is out above all his friends, like, is he really a leader? That's what I'm saying. Like, a leader is gonna bring everybody up with him too. Like, if you in my circle and I'm a leader, and you know I'm up, you coming up with me
yeah,
automatically because I'm gonna just show you the way. I don't gotta be called a leader. That's the thing too. You don't gotta be called a leader to lead. You feel me?
yeah.
You can just be someone who does good and people following you. You feel, like I said, like, once you take that slight road off, people follow you. You're automatically a leader without being called a leader.
And they and
You
that
feel me?
and I like that, because that's the best way to lead, instead of not being like telling people, right,
Cold.
or having people think you're a leader, saying, oh,
Mhm.
he's the group leader, he's the leader, do. No, the best way to
No,
lead is just leading by example, leading by what you do.
like you.
Have other people
Mhm.
follow you, have other people ask you what it is that you're doing, what it is, how can they do
Mhm.
this, how can they get in tune with what you're doing. But you do that from you putting in the work, right? Like, think about it like this. Day does, mental, like, helps you with your mental and all that, right? Like, if he helping people with this, he has to have a good mental, right? He couldn't help people if his mental is
Yeah.
bad, right? Like, imagine he going on live and he's always complaining about toxic, like, something toxic, right? Like, nobody's gonna, how somebody that's having a toxic life gonna tell me how to better my life, right? Like, those are
Out there in
examples
life,
which
yeah.
what we talking about. So, with things
Yeah.
like being a leader is, you know put, like he said, pushing people, but also understanding, like, bro, yeah, all these people can do it, you can do it, and just trusting that it's gonna work out. Whatever that
Yeah.
is going out is gonna
Mhm.
work out. That you can help these people get to the next level. And I feel like, you know
Mhm.
when you pushing people to get to the next level, it's like, it's not even a satisfaction for yourself. It's just like, you're just happy to see other people succeeding in life as well.
Win.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, God
Yeah.
has blessed you enough to the point where you can help others, and that's the beauty. Like, I feel like, for me, that's what I love. Like, I love that I'm able to at least be able to help other people. Like, even if I don't give you the best help in
Mhm.
the world, it's like, it's better than me not doing nothing at the end of the day, or me just
Yeah.
sitting here. So I feel like, if you
Yeah,
wanna,
man.
if you do want to be a leader at the end of the day, though, lead by example, for sure.
Yeah. That's literally the truth. Like, for me, right? Like I always, like, my brain, like, I swear, I'd be so crazy. Like, I'm the only Muslim I know, right? And I can't lead and bring people to, like, Islam, and by me cursing and by me smoking, like, doing all these things. People want to say, oh, you fake, like, your religion whack. Like, you do what I do. Like, what makes you better than me, right?
Yeah,
So, like Islam, it teaches me, like, to to hold myself to be disciplined, right? And now whenever I'm like, you get that, like, you rub off on people, right? People say like, yo, bro, why do you move like that? Because my religion teaches me. That's all I gotta say. And then now they wanna get in tune with the religion. They wanna like see why I do this. And now you're learning about something, right? And now I'm leading people to, like, to the deed, to truth, right? And
Yeah.
that's all it is. Like, it's just like, action is the best form of like anything. Whenever you do something, you want to do it per intent and do it at the highest. Whenever you do people, because people's always watching. Like, no matter what, somebody is always watching you. Like,
Yeah.
no matter what, people, it can be a million views and one person will do want to do what you did,
Facts. That's
all because
facts.
you feel me.
That's facts.
So like, it's deep, bro. To be a good leader, it's not about thinking you're a leader. It's just about being you. That's
Yeah.
really what it is, bro.
Literally. Cause you,
Just being you.
I feel like I feel like the title leader really isn't like a. It really the title is really invisible. If you really wanna
Yeah,
be real, like
yeah,
you you do so much, like you just going that you don't even think about being a leader. Like you just doing what you normally do on a daily. It's like he
you,
said, it's just you
yeah,
being you. You just live your life, do you, and then other people, if they'll just follow. Like they'll just want to do what you doing. You know what I'm saying? But
hmm,
that don't make you any like higher than somebody else either.
yeah,
Don't put yourself at a pedestal to where you're higher than everybody else. Nah, they human just like you. It's just you doing things that they probably would enjoy doing as well, right? So why not help them enjoy things as well, right? Instead of
that's true.
like we call it gatekeeping. Why gatekeep, right? When you can
I
help
hate
others,
you,
right? We're all human.
literally.
We all bleed the same. So help others.
Yeah.
Do what you
Like
gotta
I
do,
said,
cause that's the beauty, right? That's the beauty of life, man. Once you help others, you feel good about yourself, but you really feel good that you just blessed enough to help others. Like I said, bro. But I'm done though,
and I
man.
like to say that. Yeah, it's just one more thing I'll add to. I think the biggest thing now in society, it's so hard to lead. I mean, not it's not hard to lead, right? It's different to lead without status, like without money. Because people gonna say like, how you gonna do this for me if you don't got this amount of money, or how you gonna do
Yeah,
this for me? Because people are we're so in tune to what we see, so we're not in tune to what like the heart is no more. So that's why people follow the wrong trends. So it's like anyone, right? Like, to anyone watching, if you see a good person with a good heart, don't look at their numbers, because their numbers, don't look at numbers no matter what, bro. Because numbers don't make a person. Like, a person makes the numbers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's real life. Like, that's real life, bro. So that's why I be saying, like, when I make it, when my time comes, I'm gonna remember like the people who was tuned in early, because they're tuned with me and not my numbers, right?
yep.
So that's something big too that I had to add on. But that's really all I gotta say. Yeah.
I bet that's true. I'm done too, man. What's your closing words for today, did it? Unc
My
said,
closing words.
oh shoot. You take a second to think about
Are
it.
you good?
Unc said, leader trait as well is the ability to show others what you've learned, and they be able to pass that along to the next person. Woo, I
Ooh,
didn't even think about that. That's fact.
I think that's generational. That's
That
what I'm on right now. I'm on a generational run. You feel
that's
me?
for sure
that
generational. That's fire. Yeah,
that's
that's facts.
generational. That's fire. That's the goal. That's the goal.
Things that you
That's the
learn to
goal right
teach
there.
others. Yeah, that's fire. Yeah.
Mhm. That's the goal right there, boy. I need that one. That one
Dang.
all the way, man.
Yeah.
My closing words gonna be generational run. I ain't gonna lie. We not done yet. That's all I needed right there, bro. We not done yet. Job's not finished.
Job
Arguing
not
that, bro.
finished.
Generational run. Job not finished, bro.
That's about for me. Pouring this awareness. Honestly, bro, my thing is just gonna be um build your awareness. Build your
Yeah.
awareness. Building like we said in the or like I said in the last stream was like building with your emotion and stuff like that. Just you want to build your awareness, so learning how to control your emotions, control your actions, right? Control the things that that you do, that you see on a daily. So, you know, biggest thing I want you guys to learn is like, or to you know, take forward is like, with awareness is, you know, be aware, take action. Be aware, take action, and be patient. Those are the three I say.
Patient.
Be aware,
Patient.
take action, and be patient.
Yeah, no, that's
Those are the
big.
three for
Patience
me.
is so big. That's so big right there. I like that you said that. Because patience is thing. This is the last thing we'll say, but this is the most important thing because patience is literally is how you increase your awareness. That's literally the key. The more patient you are, the higher your awareness is. That's all I'm gonna
Ooh,
say right there. That's literally the key. Like if
ooh,
you show up and without no results, if you show up and you just keep going because you know you're patient and you know it's coming, your awareness goes high. It goes through the roof. Like you become fully aware of everything. Like
I like
you
that.
you wake up with no alarm. That's how aware you are. Like that's the awareness you want to reach. That's the awareness out of touch. I ain't even gonna count. Like alhamdulillah, all praise and glory goes to God. But
Where
your
you could
boy
just
there,
go
I
to
ain't gonna
sleep, just
lie.
wake up, bro,
Just wake up. You
bro,
feel me? Like
bro. Same time too,
yeah,
it'd be crazy. Hey, anyway, man, look, man, hey,
yeah. No,
love
that's
y'all,
that's fire.
bro.
Hey, we out there, man. Hey,
Love y'all, man. This is
yeah.
Life Podcast
We don't
official.
want to drop too much now.
Too much talk, man. We get y'all another live, but yeah, we love y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Hope y'all enjoy episode 28. We'll be back Thursday for episode 29 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys want to tune in, man, love you guys, man. Y'all boys be blessed, be safe. Peace.